Hello everyone, this is Sharon from Learnacon, and in this video I'm going to show you how to program cycle blocks with predefined cycle times in TIA Portal. Okay, let's get started. Here I have my TIA Portal open with the main cycle OB1, which doesn't have any code. As you may know, PLCs run the code in a cyclic model. It means that you write a code in a main block, it executes the code from top to bottom and then jumps to the start. So the cycle time of a PLC cycle depends on how much code you have into it, and it can vary in a millisecond scale. Sometimes for some specific type of calculation, you need a cycle block which has a predefined and fixed cycle time. If you put it in the main block, it may happen that it doesn't work as it expected. That's why most PLCs offer the capability of programming cyclic blocks with predefined and precise cycle time, which works like an interrupt. It means that, for example, every 100 milliseconds, the main program cycle goes on hold, it runs the cyclic block and then returns the control to the main block after that. If you're interested to know and learn more about the PLC cycles and scan time, please watch this particular video, which you can see the link on top of the screen as part of my PLC fundamental course. Okay, now let's dive into TIA Portal and let's go through the steps to create a cyclic block. So I'm going to click on the add new block and then make sure the organization block section is selected. Then from this list of block, you pick the cyclic interrupt, because this cyclic block at predefined time, they execute like an interrupt. And then it offers block number 30 with the cycle time of 100,000 microsecond, which is equal to 100 millisecond. So I'm going to go with the default. You can change it if you want. Click OK. So it's an empty block, OB30 cyclic interrupt. And to see how it works, I'm going to just add one increment block here. And then I pick the type integer and then just create a tag here. I already created the tag count. And that's it. So I'm going to save and download this to my PLC and go online and see how it works. So basically this piece of code should run 10 times per second, every 100 milliseconds. Just download it to my PLC. Okay. Enable the monitor. Okay, it's showing in. Let's change the display format to decimal. So this is running like 10 times per second. Let's keep going up. We can adjust the time of the cyclic interrupt by updating its property. So I'm going to go offline, right click on the block, properties, then change it to 1 million microsecond, which is equal to 1 second. Load again. Going online. Now see it's much slower. It's running every second. Okay, that was it. So for some very special type of function blocks that you may find in different advanced libraries, such as creating ramps, or the most popular one actually is the PID loops. PIDs needs to be implemented in this particular cyclic interrupt, and typically they run on a cycle time of 100 milliseconds. Okay, I hope this video helped you to understand and practice with cyclic interrupt or cyclic blocks. To support this channel, I appreciate if you subscribe, share the videos, provide your comments, and let me know what you want to see next. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.